The following footage is brought to you by WouldyouKindly.com.
Oh no, this game is region lock and I have to wait 2 weeks to play the game? No, whatever will I do? Whatever will I do with my life? I'm going to boycott this stuff. Oh, it's coming out? I gotta go and get mine. Buy this shit. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of The Game Machine. This time we're doing a little bit of kind of a commentary here. What's going on is that Persona 4 Arena, which is coming out to the PS3 and 360 in all regions, is getting region locked on the PS3. And of course Atlus put out a statement saying that they did not realize A, that it would piss off their fans this bad, and B, they just want to make sure they sell all the copies in the appropriate regions. But everybody in all these regions are getting the game, just not on the same exact day. While the Japan release, I think, is set to the 26th, and I know it's supposed to be 14 days later for the US, and the US release, / North America, I should say, because it will work in all North and South American regions, so go ahead and put that out there. It's coming out August 7th, while the European release, being handled by Rising Star Games, has not had an official date yet, but I'm quite sure that it won't be too far along. Now, here's what I have to say on it. Am I a fan of region locking? No. I think it's kind of a silly waste of resources, to be honest with you. Why, I can understand Atlus wants to do this. I do think it's quite silly, but is it something to get tore up over in a case like this? No. It's completely stupid. And here is why. Because you are getting the game in your own territory. Everybody knows that it costs a lot of money to import games. I know I've imported games before outside my region, and the cost is like usually $20 to $30 more for the game itself, on top of the ridiculous shipping charges you're going to have to pay. So, just because you can't wait a couple weeks for a game, you have some serious issues. I am just going to lay it out. You got some issues. It's just nuts to think that this would bother you so bad. And I know some people are going to be like, but this is a terrible practice, we should boycott it. And, look. You can boycott it all you want. Probably won't do any good. And those people that are boycotting it are probably going to go out and buy the game anyway. And if you're going to boycott one bad practice in the game industry, you're going to have to boycott them all. So you're not going to be able to buy games from Capcom or EA or, Microsoft. Did you know Microsoft locks most of their 360 games? So if you don't want to buy region-locked games, don't buy games on the 360. I'm sure even PC games, if you buy the physical disc, I know people don't buy it in stores, but, nowadays, but those have region encoding on them. They're all region encoded. 3DS games are region encoded. Wii games are region encoded. Yeah, so if you don't want to play a lot of video games, you don't have to. And of course, digital sales. Let's get into that one. Stores. Online stores, really? Like some regions have different games that you can't get in other regions. That's not fair. We could go on and on and on about digital lockouts and things that keep people from accessing games from different regions. The thing here is this. I can understand from a business sense why Atlus has done this. They have done it to make sure that the regions that are selling the game make money according to that region, so that way all people in the Americas buy the American version, and all the people in Europe buy the Europe version, all the people in Japan and Asia buy the one in Japan and Asia. I get it. I understand. Whether or not this truly impacts their sales, if this really hurts their bottom line, I cannot say. Maybe, maybe not. Atlus is not a big a company as EA or Activision or even Capcom, so they can't take those kind of risks, as much as big companies do, so I can understand why they did it. Should they? I don't really know. I don't think they should have, but like I said, I don't know the business side of these things. I don't completely understand it. But neither do a lot of us, really. So, when I'm saying that I'm defending a company like Atlus, here's the reason why I'm defending somebody like Atlus in this case. Because Atlus has worked so hard to bring games to many other regions. And because of this, they've brought games over that the big companies would not even touch. And even us Americans had to wait on some games. You know, Xenoblade, the last story, you guys got that first. We were probably never going to get it, but we had to wait a few months. Yeah, some people have imported it, sure. Whether or not that hurt the sales of Xenoblade overall, maybe, maybe not, but I wouldn't know. I honestly do not know. But here's the other thing with this. The thing is that these people are bringing something to your region to make sure that you and others where you live are able to play these games. So why would you not want to support that? On top of this, Atlus is giving you the Japanese language track, because I know many of you out there are in love with Japanese voice actors and think the American actors are shit, even though to me it's the same damn thing. You know, well, anyways, that's another topic for another day. But what I have to say is this, and the price differences aren't much between the two countries. I talked to a few friends of mine on Twitter because I wanted to make sure, is it the reason why people are upset? Is it because it costs more in Europe to buy games than it is? And apparently it's pretty much around roughly the same. I'll have to give these people a shout out. I'll put their channels in the description below and at the end of the video. But these guys are really cool. I just asked their opinion on this. Do not flame them. These are good guys. Support their stuff. So, but anyways, guys, I just want to go ahead and say that, in conclusion, that why are people really pissed when you're getting the game? Why not support your region? And I can understand European people being upset with the fact that they don't know when the game's coming out. I hope that they don't have to wait too long for the game. And I can understand the frustration of like, well, why can't we go ahead and play it already? We know how to speak English and stuff like that. And I think it's because they're trying to get the other languages for the European Union and all that in there. But I would think, in that case, your complaint shouldn't really be with Atlus, European gamers. Your complaint should be with Rising Star. It should be, hey, why can't you get this game out quicker? Why can't you work with Atlus to get this product out to us sooner? And perhaps even Atlus should have coordinated better to where these regions can get the games roughly at the same time. And that seems to be the problem. Whether, like I said, the releases are all business decisions, and whether or not that really benefits or doesn't benefit when a game is actually released is, you know, kind of hit or miss. So, in that case, yeah, definitely take that up with Rising Star Games. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it out to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm a total asshole and I side with the evil Dark Overlords and that this is a terrible, horrible thing that's happened? Or do you actually side with me on this and think, you know what, this isn't so bad? This isn't really that bad, to be honest with you guys. So yes, leave me your thoughts and comments below, and check out the people that I've told you about that I talked to on Twitter. They have their YouTube channels. Follow them. They're really great people. Watch their stuff. Do good stuff. So guys, till next time, game on. Play nice now. Now some of you out there are going to call BS and say, well, what about that Anarchy Reigns video where you said it's kind of BS and Sega was going to wait till next year to release the game? Well, in that case, Sega's kind of in a financial shithole at the moment, which means that they may or may not be around by next year. And also the fact the game was fully completed by release. Of course, Atlus and Rising Star Games don't really have the problem of going into financial bankruptcy. Yeah,